What's going on, everybody? Do you have a Jeep Wrangler, more specifically a JL Wrangler with the 3.6, and you want to know how to change your oil? It's super easy. We're going to get into it in this video. You don't have to have a lift. Most Wranglers are actually picked up high enough to where you could just crawl underneath it and do it. But we've got a lift, so that way I can show you where you need to drain your oil from, how to change your oil filter, all that fun stuff. We're going to get into it in this video. So if you got a Jeep Wrangler and you want to learn how to change your oil, stick around. Here are all the tools that you're going to need for changing the oil in your Jeep. Some of these, not necessarily required, but just makes your life a whole lot easier. We've got a pick for messing with your oil filter later on. You can use that. You can use a knife. You can use a butter knife, a spoon, whatever. Picks make it easier though. I've got a couple of ratchets. You could get by with just one ratchet and one wrench, or just one ratchet altogether. You need some sort of extension. Size doesn't really matter. That one's about their 9-inch. That's a really good length. You need a 24 millimeter socket for the oil filter. You need a 16 millimeter socket or wrench for the drain plug. You need a torque wrench for the drain plug. And then this right here is a magnetic oil filter plug remover. It's really nice to have because what it'll do is it'll actually keep the oil off your hands, even though my hands got a little dirty, but that will keep you from getting drenched in oil. And I'll show you how to use that here in a little bit. All right, first things first, gotta pop the hood. All right, now that we got the hood open, there are two main things that you need to focus on under the hood whenever you're doing an oil change. You've got your oil fill cap and your oil filter, which is right up here in the middle. So I always take my oil cap off. Every time I take an oil cap off, I always set it where the latch of the hood is. The reason being is because it is very common to do an oil change and forget to put this guy back on, and then oil splashes everywhere while you're driving down the road. So if you put it here and you go to shut the hood, it's going to hit the oil cap. Easy reminder to throw it back on. Next, let's get the oil filter loose. When doing the oil filter, you are going to have some sort of a specialty tool if you don't have just basic tool set. And that is a 24 millimeter socket with an extension, so that way you can get down to it. Just throw your socket right there. Then we're going to break this guy loose. Now that we've got that oil filter broke loose and it's just sitting here, we're going to leave this just like this until we get the oil drained. It'll help drain out the oil filter housing a little bit because of the air pressure not having a vacuum right here. After we drain the oil, we lower the vehicle back down, then we'll change the filter out. Now that we're under the Jeep, you need to come find your oil pan, your lower oil pan, which is this guy right here. Then you have your drain plug, which uses a 16 millimeter socket or wrench to break that guy loose. After you got the drain plug broke loose, I have these little magnetic things, 100% not required, but it definitely makes your life a whole lot easier to keep your fingers out of the oil. You magnetize it to the bottom of your drain plug, then you pull your drain plug. This allows you to keep your fingers kind of back out of the oil. Let it drain. Now, of course, you do need a drain bucket of some sort. You don't need a big fancy one like this, but a drain bucket. Now that you let it dry or drip, it's going to drip like this for pretty much ever. So once it gets to about that much of a steady stream, you want to put your oil plug back in. If you guys want this little guy, this little magnetic piece to make your life easier, I will put a link in the description down below. Once you have the drain plug set back in place and hand tight, you're going to come back through with a torque wrench and torque it. Torque spec for this one is 20 foot-pounds. All right, once you get that torqued, drain plug put back in and torqued, you do want to take a rag, just kind of wipe off the oil in that surrounding area just so you don't make a mess and have drips later on and you're trying to figure out what's going on with that. We'll get that cleaned up and then I'll get the Jeep lowered back down. Now that we got the bottom put back together, let's go ahead and start working on the top. We need to get our oil filter out. take you a rag, paper towel, whatever. Whenever you go to pull the oil filter up, you want to be able to stick it in or stick it underneath. Or if you don't want to do that, you can take your oil filter box. You want to take your oil filter out. Then it's going to have a gasket. Next thing you want to do is you want to pull the oil filter up like this. Give it a little shake to try and get any of the oil off. Then you want to take your box right here, pull it straight up and into the box. So that way your box is catching most of that oil that's dripping off. Grab a hold of the oil filter and just wiggle the cap a little bit, and it'll pop right off. Then your oil filter goes directly into this, into the trash. Next thing you want to do is you either need a pick, knife, spoon, whatever, and you've got a gasket right here. You want to pull your gasket off like so. You want to take your new gasket, put that guy on. You know, take some used oil and lubricate your gasket. Then you want to take your oil filter, and inside of the filter housing, you've got that little piece sticking up. This is going to go into the engine. This goes into the filter. You want to take this and push it on till it clicks. Now you're ready to go back in. And then tighten her down. Now that you've got the oil filter installed, it's time to put oil in for the 3.6 in this generation Wrangler. It takes 5 quarts of 0W20. Use whatever oil brand that you choose, but just make sure that it's 020 synthetic. After you're done with that, you know, take your oil cap, throw it back on. Now, technically, the entire oil change is finished. You can get in your vehicle, drive it. One thing I do recommend, especially if you've never really done an oil change before and you don't really know, is start the vehicle, let the vehicle run for about 30 seconds or so, shut it off, and then you want to check your oil level to verify that you put the correct amount of oil in. And then here in a second, let's go in here and reset our maintenance light. To reset your oil light, all you're going to do is scroll over to where your oil is. Right here it's at 0%, and then it just says press and hold OK. Press and hold OK. Reset. If you have an older Jeep Wrangler, which isn't this infotainment system, then what you'll do is you'll actually turn the ignition on, hit the gas pedal 3 times, and then turn the ignition off and then back on, and it should be reset. And just like that, you've successfully changed the engine oil in your Jeep Wrangler 3.6 liter. Thank you guys for sticking along in this video. Get out there, change oil in your Jeep, and I'll catch you on the next one.